As someone who has spent countless hours watching animated films and identifying with their characters, I must say that Inside Out 2 has truly outdone itself. Having been through the roller coaster ride of adolescence myself, I can attest to the accuracy and relatability of the emotions portrayed in this sequel, in the upcoming sequel of Inside Out. Uh, Pixar has added fresh feelings to the team, um, joining joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear will be a new batch of emotions, each carrying valuable insights for the group as they navigate challenges. Much like in the original Inside Out movie, some emotions may bring growing pains, particularly those associated with the tumultuous period known as puberty. In Pixar's 2024 film titled A Disturbance Known as the Puberty Alarm arises within Riley's mind, leading to a group of demolition cells tearing apart headquarters. Um, Once the debris clears, Joy and her companions are faced with a novel emotion who hints at more to come. Uh, this new crop of complex emotions swiftly seizes control, pushing Joy and the others into the deepest recesses of Riley's psyche. Uh, Thus, while the primary team strives to regain access to headquarters, the fresh emotions from two take over the operation. Five, anxiety, voiced by Maya Hawke. In the sequel to Inside Out, my personal journey unfolds post catastrophe at headquarters. A zany, disheveled orange emotions emerges on the scene, presenting themselves as anxiety. Uh, um, Given that adolescence is a time of many uncertainties, anxiety's introduction feels apt, as worrying about the future is a common experience during this phase of life. Anxiety expressed their eagerness to make a strong first impression, hinting at the apprehensions and concerns this new character will bring into my narrative. In the sequel to Inside Out, anxiety takes on a rebellious role against joy and the other emotions. Recognizing that Riley's future needs attention, anxiety seizes control, confining joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust within a container, labeling them as repressed emotions. And then, contrary to her cute and disorganized demeanor, anxiety functions as an adversary in the story of Inside Out 2. Uh, um, for Envy, voiced by Ayo Edebiri from The Bear, has been added to the voice cast for Inside Out 2, playing the role of Envy. And this charming teal character is slightly distinct from what one might imagine when thinking about this emotion. And um, instead of embodying rage and burning jealousy, um, this fresh new emotion desires things in a timid, insecure manner. Interestingly, among all the upcoming Inside Out 2 emotions, envy appears to be the most developed, standing out compared to characters like anxiety or embarrassment, as she is less immediately recognizable than her counterparts. In the movie Inside Out 2, the character Riley aspires to be like the popular teenagers at hockey camp, which seems quite appropriate during puberty. The emotion of envy is responsible for this behavior in the Pixar sequel, inciting anxiety to take every possible measure to ensure a prosperous future for Riley. As an emotion, envy functions excellently as a partner for anxiety in their antagonistic role, given that envy frequently triggers anxiety-based choices. Ennui, that voiced by Adela Exarchopoulos. The character named Ennui, which is akin to feeling boredom, causes teenage indifference within the character of Riley in Inside Out 2. This term, voiced by French actor Adele Exarchopoulos, Wing Woman, might initially confuse the emotions portrayed in Inside Out. But it is effectively explained by the character title, and we infuses Riley with a touch of sarcastic aloofness as she strives to win approval from her older friends at hockey camp. Although Enley may not play a central role in the plot of, she is undeniably one of the film's funniest additions. For most of the movie, she can be found lounging comfortably on a couch while orchestrating the link between Riley's emotions via a smartphone app that functions as the dashboard. So if be a smartphone app, the embarrassment voiced by Paul Walter Hauser. In the sequel to Inside Out, a new character named Embarrassment, voiced by Paul Walter Hauser, known for his roles in Orion and The Dark, serves as a more endearing feature on Riley's mindscape. This larger-than-life character often hides under his hood in the movie. Embarrassment proves to be an ideal new emotion for Riley, who is experiencing a lot of self-consciousness as she navigates her way through interactions with her older and more popular hockey teammates during puberty. Although anxiety is ready to bid farewell to Riley's former companions, Shyness subtly perceives that these alterations are beneficial for her. Among all of Riley's novel feelings in, Shyness might be the most endearing deserts. He remains uneasy, even when he's triumphantly rescued the day. Interestingly, Sadness openly flirting with him throughout the movie contributes significantly to the humor of, but voiced by June Squibb. In the sequel to Inside Out, the character of Nostalgia, beautifully portrayed by June Squibb, occasionally pops into Riley's thoughts. She makes her debut shortly after the other newly introduced emotions present themselves, and she warmly recalls a time when everyone was finally allowed to move up to headquarters a brief while ago. Fear or anxiety then ushers Nostalgia back into another room, mentioning that Nostalgia came a bit too soon and should reappear in about 10 years. This scene hints at the fact that as Riley matures, more emotions will gradually ascend headquarters when they're required. Personally, I found that Inside Out 2's ending delves deeply into the complex whirlwind of emotions associated with puberty, making it relatable and understandable for both young and older viewers. And the charming and vibrant personified feelings offer a fresh perspective on our own emotions, fostering self-compassion and understanding in an engaging and entertaining manner. It's exciting to envision additional installments in the Pixar franchise that introduce even more unusual emotion characters. And for now, Inside Out 2's 5 new characters certainly keep 13-year-old Riley's mind bustling with activity. But the new emotions were crucial to the success of Inside Out 2. The follow-up to Inside Out turned out to be a massive financial triumph for both Pixar and Disney, earning over $1.5 billion globally, making it the highest grossing animated film ever produced. And this impressive feat might not come as a shock given the original's popularity, but it's worth noting that sequels or spin-offs from these studios don't always lead to success, as demonstrated by this year's Lightyear. The fresh emotions in Inside Out 2 played a crucial role in the movie's box office triumph. Initially, the announcement that the upcoming Inside Out film would introduce new emotions sparked early curiosity among viewers. The way the original film humanized joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear was a significant factor in its success. And fans were eager to see how Inside Out 2 would handle these new characters. Joining the cast during Riley's puberty, the emotions she experienced played a significant role in making Inside Out such a success. As adolescence offers plenty of comedic opportunities for the movie's concept, moreover, the specific emotions Pixar chose to highlight, particularly anxiety, added to its popularity and generated a lot of interest. The new emotions introduced in Inside Out 2 were just as charming as expected, which helped boost ticket sales significantly. It didn't take long for word to spread on social media that this movie was a must-see of 2024 due to the new characters. Inside Out 2 is one of Pixar's best sequels because of the new emotions. If I, as a movie enthusiast, I eagerly anticipated the release of Inside Out 2, knowing full well that its intriguing new characters could lure me away from streaming it at home on Disney Plus. Yet, what truly solidified Inside Out 2 as one of the finest sequels to an original Pixar film since Toy Story 2 was not just their introduction, but their significant impact on the storyline. And the plot for Inside Out 2 was initially uncertain, merely revolving around the continuation of personifying a teenage girl's emotions. However, the risk of a weak narrative causing it to bomb was high. Fortunately, the addition of new emotions transformed this sequel into a captivating cinematic experience that didn't disappoint. Watching Joy struggle to regain control of Riley from anxiety was undeniably fantastic. This situation resonated deeply with anyone who has dealt with or is dealing with anxiety. The novel Emotions made Inside Out 2 a unique and standalone story, as opposed to Disney and Pixar merely attempting to prolong a well-liked concept with an unimpressive plotline file. Anxiety served as a formidable adversary, something that Inside Out might have been missing. Nevertheless, she was an ideal fit for the role due to her relatability, that in fact explore Marshall over her actions, even when they appeared negative, stem from good intentions. Moreover, Riley's panic attack and other emotional moments were also highly relatable. The new characters added humor and offered a deeper exploration of human emotions, particularly in adulthood. In essence, the introduction of these new feelings played a significant role in making a sequel that could potentially be cherished even more than the first movie.